You know, at the beginning of the pandemic, my mum was in hospital and I wasn't allowed to see her and I thought she was going to die. And I was tweeting Greenwich Hospital saying, please look after my mum, you know. I used my name, I was like, please look after her. And they did, and she was fine. But I feel like I don't want to be sitting here like I'm having fun with him. You know, it's difficult for me because, you know, had something happened, if my mum had gone, I wouldn't be here now. I would have gone. He walked in. If I'd have lost my mum, I would go. And I feel a little bit selfish, you know, just kind of, you know, everyone was so nice to him and I was like, Jesus, you know. But then, of course, what are we going to do? I don't want to spoil this experience for myself. I'm not good at hiding what I feel, especially when it's something so strong.
There's a lot of things that happened with you during the times.
Yeah.
Which does make it difficult because people are angry and upset and there are a lot of emotions running high.
Yeah.
We're not going to ever exclude anyone. We want to make sure that everyone's a family. But if it does feel tough for the first few days, I'm sure you understand why. Because...
It's very good of you to say that. Scarlett was very open and also very thoughtful. And that's really what it's all about, being able to, you know, talk about things that, whether they're things you're proud of or things you're not proud of.
It was hard. A lot of people had difficult times during then, and then to see that people that had kind of set the rules had then broken them, I think it was a big slap in the face for everyone.
Look, I know how people felt. I mean, that's why I resigned, right?
Yeah.
Because I know how people felt. And so, good on you for saying that.
But yeah,
Thank you.
How was he when you met him?
I'm just going to say it how I saw it and see it, is that he was really lovely, and that man will have a very different account of what he did to what we all think happened. I'm not justifying anything that guy did, or certainly what that government, you know, the decisions they've made, but we are...
But the choice, after everything that happened, to come into I'm a celebrity, gets me out of here, does not sit well with me. He's got constituents back at home.
I'm with you, Sue.
He's a serving member of Parliament.
It seems like sometimes they just all actually want to be loved.
Hey! That was quick.
Hooray!
How many?
Awkward. Speak of the devil.
How many?
How has things been?
Hey?
How has things...
For me?
Yeah, bro.
Well, it's obviously been... It was really tough.
Because you messed up.
Yeah, no, I did. I messed up and I fessed up, right? I resigned, and it's no excuse, but I fell in love, right? And that is hard, and that also had a lot of other consequences, obviously. So,
You didn't just fall in love, you were grabbing booty, bro.
oh, give over.
I'm sorry, bro.
You are a comedian. So, yeah. So it's been tough. Yeah.
So are you still with the lady?
With Gina, yeah, very much so, yeah. Totally. In fact, that would be the best thing about being kicked out. Seeing her.
Or going back?
On the bridge.
Well, yeah, look, man, I don't judge you. I don't judge you, bro. I mean, I might take the piss out of you.
I don't mind that.
But it's all out of love, bro.
It's all
out.
all part of life, isn't it?
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect man like you to be grabbing booty, bro.
Oh, don't.
Now, a lot of people have got tough questions they'd like to ask Matt Hancock, and our celebs are no different.
And yesterday, they took the chance to do just that.
So what's the plan? Come out of here, write a book.
Well, I've just finished a book, Pandemic Diaries. Yeah, does what it says on the tin.
How warts and all is it?
Totally tells the story straight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, needs telling. And also, there's going to be an inquiry that will tell the story straight as well.
So are these Bush Tucker trials practice for your big trial?
Jill Scott, grilled by a lioness.
Yeah.
Whilst wearing a pair of swimming trunks and slippers, I seem to have started some kind of debate. You got a lockdown fine, didn't you?
No, of course I didn't.
I thought you broke lockdown rules.
No, I did not.
All right,
I didn't break any...
You were socialising someone outside of your household.
I didn't break any laws. Guidance is different, but anyway, I don't want to go.
Oh, so there's a rule and there's a law.
Guidance.
The guidance is guidance.
Right.
But the problem was
Apart
it was
from the
my
police
guidance.
actually sort of
Exactly.
That's why. So
Why did you break your own guidance?
because
It's guidance.
it was a mistake because I fell in love with somebody and we
And
all
I
know
was
what
taken by
happened.
love.
Well, it's true. In a way, lots of the campmates ask questions that the public have got as well, and it's only respectful to just give completely straight and truthful answers.
But you did it anyway.
Well, that's why I apologise for it. I feel very,
But it's that kind of, you just do it and then afterwards it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
No, because it's bigger than that. It's not like a sort of thing.
It's
that you just
massively
say,
bigger
"I'm
than that.
Sorry.
My aunt died from COVID in the first wave.
Yeah.
So we couldn't go to the hospital to go and visit her.
Yeah.
I had to sit by myself in the church at her funeral. We couldn't hug each other because we were following guidance.
Yeah.
And I get that you fell in love. I understand all of those things.
Yeah.
But sorry, for a lot of families, like
It's not
mine,
enough.
doesn't really cut it.
Yeah. Well, there you go, and that's one of the reasons that I regret it as much as I do.
Do you have regret regarding the way that, as health minister, you dealt with the pandemic as a whole?
So the pandemic as a whole, no, I'm much more robust in my defence of it because
Even when PPE with carers and with old people's homes?
yeah. So PPE, for instance, I know, of course, I saw what happened to it, but that's because we suddenly needed masses more PPE, and so did everybody else in the world. And care homes, there's reasons for the decisions that were taken. And ultimately, those problems were caused by the virus, not the people who were trying to solve the problem.
It was a lot, but you tend to get the best out of people when their guards are down and they feel safe.
We were liking you on the telly, on the daily briefings.
Thanks.
You were articulate and human. And I think that's why a lot of people felt let down a bit. And I'm like, oh, you bellend. Why couldn't you have just been like...
Just got to the end.
Yeah. But look, tomorrow is another day.
And I think that's we've covered everything.
Yeah.
We should
I think we've
stop.
got
What
that.
I do appreciate is that you did eat a sheep's vagina for us. And life isn't black and white, and we are all fallible, and we all
We're all
up.
human, yeah.
It was the elephant in the room, wasn't it? And I was glad that he said it, and a line should be drawn beneath it, and the elephant has departed.
Well done. Well done.
Do you know what it is, actually? What I'm really looking for is a bit of forgiveness. That's what I'm really looking for.
Hey. Oh my God, I nearly cried then. There you
So
go,
did
Matt.
I.
Honestly, the way I feel now is he's pulled the mask slightly off his chin a little bit, but I still think he's not telling us the full truth.
We all make mistakes. I made a pretty big one.
Well, you could have blown me down with a feather. That was not what I was expecting at all. It is a very human reaction when you can see that someone is getting upset to give them a hug.
That took balls, Matt, to say that.
That took balls to say that.
I wasn't really expecting it, but it did get very emotional.
You're right.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That didn't sound convincing.
It was the last thing he said. I think I'm here for forgiveness. But then I wanted to go, forgiveness for what, Matt? What are you sorry for? You sorry for being caught? You sorry for having an affair? You sorry for making bad decisions? You sorry for lying?
All of it.
What?
Has to be all
what?
of it.
Talk. If you're going to be real, be real. I'm trying to be as real as I can, and when I think he's not being real, it's bugging me, and I don't know why. We've all made mistakes, and you put your hands up and you're honest, because if you're at that point where you genuinely feel that bad, you go, I'm sorry, and you take it. I'm sorry, you know. And he's trying to portray that he's being totally honest, and it's eating away at me.
We have to just take him on face value for in here. Outside of here, probably not going to be friends with you, but in here we'll work together as a team.
It's a real struggle.
You know when you're in an interview on whatever it is, all seemingly all politicians aren't seen to panic. So you are able to just stand there and calmly answer the questions without the, is it me? You have me going like that. Oh, I don't know.
But firstly, practice and prep, right? I've got like 20 years of answering the question I want to answer, not the one that was given, right? Blair used the word look, right? People would ask a difficult question.
Oh yeah, I can
and
hear
he would
it
say,
now.
and he would say,
I can hear it.
And he would say, look, what I came here to talk about was my marvellous programme of such and such. I mean, in politics, it's called the pivot, and you right.
This
it's
is
pivot.
brilliant, this
So
stuff.
you have to
This is control.
give enough link to the question that it doesn't look like you're avoiding the question, whilst pivoting. And a good pivot is admirable.
The chat with Matt was absolutely fascinating. Could politicians literally watch an interview sometimes or a conference, see a pivot and be like, good pivot?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's mind-blowing. I've never seen a politician talk about how they dodge the bullets. And he was there just going, look, this is how we do it.
I'm comfortable in camp talking to Matt. This is how I look at it. There is Matt Hancock, and in camp there is our campmate, Matt, who is, God love him, doing every single trial every day and bringing back stars so we can eat. I may have voiced my opinion about Matt Hancock before, but in here, the star-winning Matt, he's doing all right.
Can't stand Matt. I have tried to like him. I have
Yes, you
tried.
have, yeah.
I have tried and I've failed. I find him slimy, I find him slippery, I find him just... I made the joke about the chocolate and he just looked at me like... And I wanted to say, what are you looking at?
I saw that.
Well, you look at me, and I thought, don't you look at me like that. Since he's arrived, I don't know, it's just, you know. And I've tried to separate what I feel about him from who he is as a person, but I can't.
Yeah. Ah, come for a walk. You
Thanks.
okay?
No, I'm not.
Oh no.
It's fine, just don't worry about it.
Okay.
Are they still talking about chocolate bars?
I had to get away.
I was making a joke about the chocolate. I mean, for God's sake, I was like, let's have a bit of fun. And I didn't like the way he looked to me. I thought he looked at me with a weird...
Oh, no, I wasn't.
Well, you really
That wasn't my intention.
Well, that's what it felt like.
Okay, I'm really sorry about that.
Okay. You do it a lot, actually. You do this sort of face when you say a joke and you go... And I thought, what's that about?
No, I wasn't. I was. I remember because we held. I looked at you and you caught my eye and we were looking at each other for a while. And I thought. No.
What, you thought I was in love with you?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable.
He's probably going to be quite upset, you know, and I was kicking off a bit, and I just thought, you know what? Just tell him to his face what you feel. I think everyone's just trying to be too nice, and it's getting on my tits.
I see.
I don't want arguments. I'm not saying I want people to rip each other's throats out. I'm just like, come on, guys, have a laugh.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll be honest with you, I think your presence has made everyone very compliant.
Compliant?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
a funny
they were
word.
compliant before, and now they're really compliant. It's like, you know, I have been hating on you, I have to be honest.
Right.
I have been really hating on you because I know sometimes feel like you don't say what you mean and you're not particularly direct.
Oh, I'm just being me.
Okay. Well, I'm just being me.
I know. I like it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. You're very confusing.
Why?
I don't know. You just are.
I think I'm quite straightforward.
Yeah. I'm trying to kind of like separate you as a human being and you as a politician.
I understand that.
And I'm struggling with it.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, obviously we don't share the same politics.
Yeah.
I know you're a liberal, and liberal means you leave everyone alone and everyone gets to be who they want to be.
No, I'm liberal.
I am struggling a little bit with you.
Yeah, I understand that.
And, you know, that's not your problem, that's my problem. And I apologise because I was really slagging you off a minute ago. I have to admit it. I don't want to be two-faced, do you know what I mean?
No, I'd far rather you said it. Yeah, we're obviously different characters and we have different politics, but given those radically different backgrounds, I felt like it was a really positive conversation and I hope that George feels the same. You see, I've been saying how much I've enjoyed spending time with you. Yeah.
for some
Well, I
meals.
think you're both twats.
Oh, you're so sweet. Why are you running away? You're such a coward.
I thought you're supposed to observe human behaviour and make jokes.
I have been observing it. What do you think I've been doing? I just think you two should stop flirting.
We'll see. It's a relief. It feels like a relief to me. I thought, you know what, I don't want to come out of here and feel like I've been dishonest, you know. So, yeah, I had to be truthful. I want chocolate. They're so mean, these people.
A lot of the politicians that you see on TV and radio are part of a big boys club. It's career politics. They don't give two shiny shites about making a difference to the people. It's all to do with furthering their career in politics and what they can get out of it. And when I have that mindset and then I meet someone like Matt Hancock, I'm like, my back goes up immediately.
I asked him, what is your motive for being here? Because I said, I don't think you're going to win the public by showing that you're good at trials. I said, what people would rather see is vulnerability.
You know, in his world, he's intelligent, but he's not worldly wise in other ways.
Streetwise, he's not.
And he's just
doesn't
like...
live in the same world we live in.
No, he doesn't live in the same world.
Yeah.
I mean, I have really tried to, like, open up, talk, be nice and everything. I always feel there's something that's not quite...
Genuine.
Yeah, genuine. I find it really hard to get past that time when he did that whole thing. And he said he was really emotional and he says, I've come in here to ask for forgiveness. I actually thought he was being authentic and I gave him a hug.
Yeah.
And then I want to be nice, I want to be friendly, I want to do all the right things, but I just don't believe I'm getting anything genuine. And how we've managed to try and see him on a human level, there's still times when it hasn't been easy, I think, because ultimately, if you don't agree with what he's done, but we've all come through that and we've all, you know, we are a team and he's very much part of the team as well.
I think he's a bit oblivious to some stuff, though.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
Do you not?
He hears that and could do that. So you can't be a, you know, emotional politician, can you? That man, he doesn't flinch at anything in here, whether it be a lizard jumping at his face or someone saying something to him.
It's still the Westminster head on his shoulders, I think.
All I choose to do is take people for who they are in here in the jungle, and in here you've just got to, I think it's best to just get through this as one big team.